I believe this is his name on his birth certificate too. This is Grandmaster T. Give it up.
Thank you very much. That's actually all the time I needed to fill. No, actually we had a big commotion downstairs in the kitchen. 2 cannibals came in tonight and ate one of our comedians. And I'm sorry, the show's going to go on, but what got me was then they complained that he tastes funny. I want to welcome everybody to the GW Grill. This is a good time to order your drinks right now. I can take a pause. I like to help the establishment make some money, and I know the more you drink, the funnier I'm going to get. You know, I'm not from Fort Lee, but I do spend a lot of time here. I've been coaching for many years, and I really enjoy this place. I mean, this is one of the only places in the world where I see all the races come together so they can curse each other out on the Palisades Parkway. And yeah, you know, I see we have some people here from one of our basketball. I'm not embarrassing you, from our basketball youth program. They're all down at the floor. Let's give them a round of applause. I hope you guys didn't come here to yell at me like you do at the refs every game. Jeez, they're a tough crowd. I see a lot of young people in the audience too. And the reason I see a lot of young people in the audience is when you get to be my age, that's all I see anyway. And I mean, you're getting old, it's not always cracked up to be, okay? Wow, I gotta stay away from there. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, you know, you see, there are things I know that you don't know, okay? What was your name again?
Manish.
Manish, how old are you?
41.
41. You see, here's something I know that you don't. That is the best you're ever going to look or feel.
Downhill from here.
Take a credit to you. Things I know, yeah, like I see all the young people running around with their smartphones, multitasking. When you get to be my age, the only multitasking you're going to do is I'll forget what I'm doing when I'm actually doing it. And then I know you guys go out celebrating happy hour, party and all that, and you're going out the next day, happy hour. Okay, the only happy hour I get to celebrate is when I get to go home and take a nap. Now, it's, and another thing, don't ever say you look good for your age. What the hell is that supposed to mean? You look good for your age. You know what I hear? I hear something like this. Tommy looks like shit. The guy's 62 years old. Hey, he looks good for his age. Cut that out. And before the show, my brother comes up to me and says, "Hey, Tom, you want to see a picture of you when you were younger?" Every picture of you is when you were younger. But anyway, yeah, I'm having a senior moment right now, but don't come to me. No, but things ain't what they used to be. They really are not what they used to be. I mean, when I was a kid, if I had $1, I'd go to the store, I'd get bread, milk, eggs, I'd even squeeze in a candy bar. You can't do that today. Can't be done. You know why? They got too many cameras. There's cameras everywhere. And so thank you. We're going forward. I think we're going backward. But no, and even you know, I went to my doctor. He's another wacko. I went to my doctor. He told me I got to start smoking pot. And I'm like, why do I want to start smoking pot? He says, you have glaucoma. And I thought about it and says, why do I want to see more of the shit that's scaring the shit out of me already? But he did. I'll tell you one thing he did was great. My doctor was good. He did give me a prescription for Viagra. It's good. Let me tell you. I found a perfect combination. So I go home at night now. I make a nice pot of hot cocoa, and then I pop a Viagra. You've done it? Well, I was the only one. No, you see, the hot cocoa made me sleep like a baby, and the Viagra prevented me from rolling off the bed. Yep. I tell you, the one thing that surprises me about getting old, some people are afraid of, and I'm like, I don't understand. Go to a nursing home, an old age home. That's my boy.
Oh, okay. Oh. There you go. That's the Italian in me. I did a show once. The first show I ever did, I was waving my hands one with the mic, and that's what happened. It was a You see, that's why it's not easy being Italian and doing comedy. Okay, I got to hold a microphone. I only got one hand I can talk with. To me, that's like having a speech impediment. But yeah, where were we now? I thought he was throwing me out. But I've been thrown out of better places than this, let me tell you. No, so, okay, yeah, and I think we were talking about my no, that's another thing. I'm not afraid of dying. The corporations today, they got it all figured out. You see, they're not going to let me die till I pay off my mortgage. And it's, because the drugs they give you today, I picked up a prescription the other day, and I'm looking at the bottle, and it says, may cause dizziness, chest pains, and diarrhea. And underneath it said, if this becomes a problem. And I'm thinking to myself, why would that be a problem? I like it when I'm dizzy. Keeps my mind off of the fact that I got diarrhea and I got chest pains. Oh well, anyway, the younger people, I gotta tell you, this has to be the most vain generation to grow up. I mean, you guys invented the selfie, right? The selfie. And I read articles in the paper. People, unfortunately, are dying taking selfies, falling off mountains, running into a train. How good looking do you think you are to take this risk? And what you do with your cell phones. Nobody talks, and everybody texts nowadays. Everybody's texting, and we don't even use English anymore. We use acronyms, abbreviations. I mean, we're so lazy, we're even abbreviating abbreviations. It's true. I mean, we had the word okay, the letter O, the letter K. It was perfect. It worked for many years. And now all of a sudden, now it's just K. That's how they, one of the first ones, though, I think was LOL. LOL was popular back in the 90s when chat rooms started. The chat rooms, that's where people would sit around talking to other people, trying to figure out what they look like. I did that 30 years ago every time the bartender said last call. But I was good with the LOL. I figured it works. It's a little easier. But once I get comfortable with the LOL, they come out with RFLMAO, rolling on the floor, laughing my ass off. I mean, we're too lazy to put the O in okay. We got to throw all these other letters out there now. I mean, it's confusing to me. It really is. And then, I hate people who talk like they text. You got people, I was on a date. We sit down for dinner, and then after they put the dinner plate down, she looks at me and says, OMG. I said, what is OMG? She says, oh my God. I says, if you wanted to say, oh my God, why didn't you say, oh my God? She looked at me. She says, IDK. I got an invitation to a party through a text. I got an invitation, and at the end of the invitation, it said RSVP, ASAP, FYI, BYOB. I answered her. I took out my phone and I typed FU. Yeah, so, and even today, Facebook, that's another thing these people, you know, Facebook, Facebook came out with a whole new bunch of those like buttons, you know, all these, they call them reaction buttons. They have the like, the haha. They still haven't come up with the I really don't give a shit button. That's the one I'm looking for. Yeah, no, you know, and even friends, you know, when I was a kid making friends, you know, you grew up with somebody, you hung out, you don't know when, but at some point you became friends. It was kind of special. Today, you want to make friends, all you got to do is send a friend request on Facebook. I mean, I made 40 friends last week alone, and I don't even know 38 of them. I got to tell you one thing, though. This generation created the greatest thing I think ever. Friends with benefits. How the hell did they come up with that? For centuries, men have been trying to figure out how to get with a woman without making that commitment. And your generation came up with friends with benefits. I tip my hat to you for that. I was just born too late for that. I mean, the only friends with benefits I got right now is Social Security and Medicare. But at least I'm still getting fucked. Boy, I don't know. And yeah, you know, I told you, it's, you know, another thing. It's not easy being Italian, doing comedy, like I told you. You know what bothers me? Everybody thinks once you're in, you know, they hear you're Italian, they think you're connected. You know, that's bullshit. That's like facial profiling. They think you're connected. You know, just because I got an Uncle Vito, and he happens to be my godfather, they think you're connected. You know. And, you know, yeah, I tell people, yeah, I'm connected. I'm connected. You know what my connection is? Uncle AT&T. But even AT&T, this is what's not right. Even AT&T, when they found out I was Italian, you know what they told me? We think you'd be much better in the family plan. That's not right. That's not right at all. But no, I grew up in a poor Italian family. You it was a poor Italian family, rough neighborhood. I mean, we were so poor we couldn't even pay attention. Anything, our neighborhood was rough. They didn't even mind if we didn't stop at the red lights. That's how rough it was. Okay, but we were poor. I mean, I remember lying in bed one day and looking up at the stars, and I said to myself, we didn't even have a fucking roof. Yeah, no, it wasn't easy. Even as a little kid. When I was a little kid, I had to start learning things like, forget about it. You know how long it took me to learn how to spell forget about it? Forget about it. I went to Catholic school. You had to be on point with your spelling, you know? And then I had to learn expressions like, bada bing, bada boom. I mean, that's one of those catch-all expressions, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, hey, I met this girl last night. Hey, then what happened? Oh, bada bing, bada boom, you know? You can use it, you know, hey, my sister had a baby yesterday. Hey, bada bing, bada boom, you know, I don't know. And then they got this expression, not for nothing. I have no idea what that means. And I use it every day. So even before you're grown up, you know, you got to graduate from what's the matter you before you even get the first grade. But no, you know, the one thing about being Italian, which I feel like they need to do, in cell phones, I think we need, instead of smiley faces, we need hand gestures that we can text with.
It's only your fourth one.
Boy, anyway, what the hell am I pissed off about? Shopping today. It's unbelievable. I was in IKEA. These big companies got us running around doing all their work and they're collecting the money. Think about it. I was in IKEA. I had to walk up to a computer, key in what I want. It told me where to go get it. I had to go get it. And then I come to the register and it's a self-checkout. And then I took it home and had to put it together myself. What the hell are we paying IKEA for? They got us all the way around, you know. I mean, when you get gas nowadays, you know, you got to pump it yourself. The hell is that? Not only should they pump it, they should kiss me on the way out. Because when I'm getting fucked, I like to be kissed. I'm going to tell you this is how complicated shopping is today. I went to Home Depot, my boss sent me to get black paint. I didn't think that'd be much of a task. I go down there, tell the guy I need black paint. He says, well, go in the back, we have a whole assortment of black paint. And I'm like, how can you have a whole assortment? I mean, no, they do. They got onyx black, they got pure black. They even have, I can't believe it's not black. And the way things are going around the country today, I think pretty soon they're going to come out with another color called, officer, please don't arrest me just because I'm black. Well, what else? Where can we go from here? Oh. We got any married couples in the audience? How long are you married?
How long have you been married? 14 years.
14 years? Let's give them a hand. 14 years. I was married 15 years, okay? And I know everybody jokes about marriage.
But after 15 years of marriage, I failed to see the humor. You know, relationships are tough. I mean, I remember my wife would call me up and say, "You didn't call to tell me you love me today. Didn't I tell you yesterday?" I mean, you're wasting my minutes. No, the relationships are tough. I mean, you know, when we first were together, we had sex every day. We would have sex in the freezer, on top of the freezer. So they threw us out of Whole Foods, but other than that, we would do it every day. And after a while, I mean, I knew our marriage was in trouble when our idea of sex was when we passed each other in the hallway and told each other to go fuck ourselves. But that's the thing about divorce. You know, it's funny. There's no way good of looking at it. You see, I'm thinking, I can't get along with somebody who loves me. I mean, there's no way around that, right? But hey, it's all good, you know. And then you know, people say, have kids. And I'm like, why? It's not working. Have kids. You can learn so much. So I had kids. And now I think about it. Maybe I should have just read the book. But even dating today, you know, I started dating again. I'm single, so I've been working out at the gym. You can tell? Yeah, no, I was at the gym the other night, and this beautiful